Good evening. Welcome to Trains and TSW 5. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing? And thank you very much for joining me. My name is the Aussie Don, and welcome aboard to the second last midweek World of Trains live stream for the Trains and TSW 5 era, and the 229th episode in total. And we are live here on this Wednesday, the 17th of September 2025. Do note, folks, that there is rules on our live stream chat, and they are as follows. No cyberbullying. No talking about anything else but trains or Trains sim World 5. I do apologize. It says Trains sim World 3, lol. And no swearing. And no rudeness or anything like that. Or making out to be somebody you're not. So do understand the rules and regulations of our YouTube channel, and hopefully you'll have a safe journey tonight. All right, let's fire her up. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I do note I will get on just for a second and change that information. So just bear with me for a second. And I'll sort out that that comment. I will change it to Trains and TSW 5. I apologize. All right, so that's been sorted out. Welcome aboard. How are we all doing? All right, so it did say Trains and TSW 3. That was quite funny. So yeah, the rules of the chat are as follows officially now. No cyberbullying, no talking about anything else but trains or Trains and TSW 5 or Trains and TSW 6. You can talk about Trains and TSW 6 as well. No swearing and no racist comments or anything like that. I do apologize for last night once again to some of the viewers that might have been offended by some of the comments that were on there originally. And do note all comments were disabled from last night's live stream. Yeah, it was a fantastic 4 hours on the rails. We did all three Trains and TSW 6 core routes on Train Simulator Classic on Choo Choo Tuesdays on the 213th episode, and second last ever episode of all time for Choo Choo Tuesdays. We are winding up Choo Choo Tuesdays next Tuesday with the final ever episode. And let's get up and running, ladies and gentlemen, with our 229th and final regular episode of Midweek World of Trains for the Trains and TSW 5 era. Don't forget, next Wednesday is our Trains and World Top 5 countdown for 2024-2025. It is the Trains and TSW 5 best 5 routes. So we're going to count down from number 5 to the number 1 best Trains and TSW 5 deals. Trains and TSW, well, it could be a DLC. It might be part of the core, who knows. But it might. We're going to crown the best Trains and TSW 5 route next week on Midweek World of Trains. All 5. We're going to do 5 routes next week. It's going to be amazing. So anyway, let's get it up and running. Enough talk from me. I am the Aussie Don. This is Midweek World of Trains, episode 229. And good evening to you all, and welcome aboard to Midweek World of Trains, episode 229. And it is here on this Wednesday, the 17th of September 2025. How is everybody doing? Hopefully you're all well. If you're new to our YouTube channel, welcome aboard. If you're a returning customer, welcome back to the station. Punch your ticket, click that subscribe button. You need to be a subscriber for a minute to get involved in our live chat comments tonight. Do note, if we get any cyberbullying happening tonight or anything, then do note, I will not be hesitating tonight with any of that crap going on. I will disable the comments again like I did towards the end of the stream last night. Right, so let's get it up and running. So we're going to S-Bahn Frankfurt, and S-Bahn Frankfurt first up here tonight, and we're doing the full timetable. And look at that beautiful cover photo. That's from a fair while ago, actually. So yeah, that was from a few months ago. So yeah, you would have seen Creators Club livery in the backdrop. There won't be any of that tonight, but yeah, the cover photo, I thought it was really nice to have for tonight's live stream. So there we got it. Right, 423. It just represents the route we're going to be starting off with, and normally our cover photo is the first trip we're going to be doing on our live streams, or sometimes it's not, but it's very rarely that happens. But more times than not, we have got our trips rolling out. We'll go a little bit further in the daytime. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, our trips are the first trip on our cover photo. So there you go. All right, so here we go. The 1320 service, S2 35238 service on the S-Bahn Frankfurt. We're playing on PC, Steam, DX12, custom engine settings, Nivea control panel settings, and welcome to you all to our stream. And it is sale time again on the US side now on Steam. So you can see there, version 2 of the Long Island Railroad, the Lurg Commuter is on sale. The Northeast Corridor, New York Trenton's on sale. And other US content on sale there. I think Boston's another one. The Acela, I do believe, is on sale as well. So if you don't have the Amtrak Acela, highly recommend. Grab that. That's a beast. Absolute beast. And there is sound mods if you're on PC. So yeah. Let's go. All right, S2 35238. Should get a train coming in on the other side here shortly. Why is it every time you start a service from here, it always, there's always a train just up further and it comes into the railways? It happens in every damn trip you start on. Start here in the tunnel. Ooh. Bit of bacon. Enjoy the ride. Regulars, welcome aboard, regulars. Crazy Aussie Adventure, hello. Chris, if you're watching, g'day. Weren't on the stream last night if you are. I was wondering where Chris was last night, actually. It was like very unusual to not have Chris on a train simulation live stream. Very rarely that it happens. Anyway. Rodney, g'day. Welcome. G'day, Chris. You weren't on the 4-hour blockbuster last night, so I was wondering where the hell you were last night. I was like, hang on, it's very unusual. Chris not being on a Tuesday night. Well, currently, we know you won't be on live streams on Tuesday nights in a couple of weeks' time when we move to American Truck Simulator. Yeah, I was talking about the Isle of Saw. It's yeah, I think it, you know, if we get the reveal thing at the end of the year again, our Trains and TSW Advent calendar, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the big reveal. I think it'll happen eventually. It depends on like how long this licensing's gonna last, or yeah, it's. I think it's in the pipeline, so just yeah, it's early stages to reveal it. I know. I have a feeling they're working on it, but or have been working on it. But like I said, I think it's in the early pipeline. I just yeah, it's too early to reveal. I think come December it'll be more, you know, in the stages where it's had its paint jobs and you know, it's been having some testing and everything, and it's more in a line of saying yes, we can reveal it now. Yeah, there's maps out there for it. Yep. I just think it makes a lot of sense, you know. We've had fantasy stuff in the past, you know, and you know, it's you know, it's, you know, like, come on, when you think railways, you know, Thomas straight away, you know, and it's, you know, you fall in love with trains when you're a rail fan. You're a kid, you know. You're a kid. You start as you know, you fall in love with trains when you're a kid. You know, you have that passion. So yeah, it also makes a lot of sense for people that grew up with Thomas or know about Thomas for it to. Yes, yes, a nice German train tonight. Yeah, the 423, the Deutsche Bahn. It's a very nice train. Yeah, I'm a big fan of German rail, so it's the Bahrain main. Main. It's yeah, beautiful train, 423, and in the Frankfurt livery. It's beautiful. MV on the sides. No, I've done a map. Ah, yes, I have. Hang on. Not the whole first train, but at least they're smart. You know, as much as the passenger system is a bugger, at least they're smart enough not to jump out at the front. You know, we've got all these problems with passengers not showing in that, but yet they're smart enough not to come off when they're over the line. Oh. It's not completely broken. Yeah, so we've got the preview tomorrow morning, our time here in Australia. Wednesday. It is Wednesday now, so it is preview day for the Morristown line. It's the one that I'm looking forward to the most. So, don't know why it's smashing up with the micro shattering a lot tonight. Doesn't normally do that. Like, alright, I get the micro shading, but it's not smashing up like it's smashing up a lot tonight. Don't know why. That's one of the problems I've been having when it goes around corners. It freezes up like that. I don't know why. I've been trying to solve that problem for weeks. Now the console players have early access. Early access is the deluxe edition, Chris. So it's not just console players. It's people that pre-ordered the deluxe edition. And that is for, and I keep telling you that that is the date the UK date. So do note this, folks. If you're in Australia or New Zealand or Japan or in the South Pacific region or Asian region, Train Sim World will release on console on the deluxe edition. For the people that pre-ordered the deluxe edition on September the 25th, which is next Thursday. For people that are on PC, Steam, and Epic. Oh, actually, no, I apparently with the console edition, it actually is releasing on the 26th. I just remembered because there's a 2-hour gap between console release and PC release. So I've been told that the console release will be on the 26th here in Australia. So the 26th will be the console release, and then a couple hours later the PC release will be around 3 a.m. So I think it's 1 a.m. for console and 3 a.m. for PC. So it will be overnight, unfortunately, Chris. So you'll have to wake up the next morning if you're not going to be up through the night time, and But it might be advisable to set your alarm. You can turn on your console, download it, leave it on, and then wake up the next morning. You can just hop on. You know what I mean? Instead of waiting around in the morning, unless you've got stuff to do in the morning, and you can do it there. Yeah. Not telling you what to do, but that's just some advice. But yeah. All right. I'm going to turn the game off for a second, folks, because I'm having some technical difficulties. So I'm just going to quickly go off here for a minute. I'll just go onto this screen. We can keep talking. So I just got to go to my Nivea control panel because I did play around with it before the stream. And I'm finding it's not behaving like it should be. So I'm just going to go back to the way it was. Don't need it any more than that. Okay. All right, I got that now. I'm just applying this now. Okay. All right, we are good to go. So we're just loading back into the game, and yeah. So people are interested in the preview. 4 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time is the preview. It was just the encoder lag just then because it's going back into the game. It just smashes it up when it loads in. But yeah, 4 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, 3:30 a.m. South Australian Northern Territory, and 2 a.m. for the Western Australia, and 6 a.m. for New Zealand for the preview of the Morristown line. There'll be a replay provided. Do note, folks, if you've got any route suggestions or whatever on the normal comments on the replay of the live stream, folks, do note Dovetail don't look at that. If you got a route suggestion or anything, please go to the Dovetail forum. If you're not involved, sign up and get involved, and do keep your cyberbullying away from it. Trust me, folks, even the slightest, they don't like the truth. They just do not like the truth. This is why I'm not involved in the forums anymore, because I got banned, and because I spoke the truth. They don't like the truth. Right, we are ready to rock and roll. Going back into the game now, loading into the screen. The screen should pop up here any second. There it is. And yeah, welcome aboard. I do apologize for the delay. This is more like this is another feature of Train Sim World. You know, the techno problems. It's already happening even before Train Sim World 6. Right. We've had years of techno problems. Did anybody watch the Morristown line last night on Train Sim Classic? What are your thoughts on it? Does it make you more excited about the aspect of the Train Sim World 6 version? We'll give it a little sneak preview of it last night on the Train Sim Classic gameplay. It's like you've seen my stop-start trip that I did. You can see how long it takes. It's a decent hour and a half. It's a pretty decent damn bloody trip. All right, let's go to our next trip here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And we are going to be heading to... we're going to do a little... We're not going to do all this, actually. You know what? Let's just set up a trip for it. Let's go to Creators Club, Scenario Planner, Plincia Corridor. Let's do it. So we're not talking about anything else. If you read the rules on there, Holly, we're not talking about anything else. Sorry, mate. Not going to be talking about that. The last ride. And let's select the train. And we're going to take the baby bullet. Where is it? Let's get in the country, USA. Did I not download it? I must have not have downloaded the... What's the name again? Okay, the baby bullet's not there. Oh, there it is. Well, why is it... Is that the one? Oh, I'll just take this one anyway. Bugger it. 6 cars, yeah. Yeah, it's an issue, Holly. Yeah, it's a... I don't know. I'm not sure if that was the baby bullet or what. But anyway. Yeah, I just know talking about the trucks tonight. But just a quick one, White 56. I had no problems whatsoever with all my stuff. Freighter T-liner is working fine. The lights are working fine. FTE reefer's working fine. All the skins are working fine. All my trucks are working fine. The T610 SAR's working fine. The only things I've lost are the RTA mods content, but I do have the K200 Parboy, and I've got the T908 Parboy, and I've got the Western Star 4800 still, and I've got the all the other Kenworths. So I'm fine. I'm sweet. I'm rock and rolling. I've done 4 videos today, and I'll be posting them up. With some of them posting up tonight, getting them ready for premiere on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Right, don't forget 2 rugby league games this weekend, 1 on Saturday, 1 on Sunday, Rugby League 26. I will be doing those gameplays tomorrow. Right, Bayshore track 3, let's do that. Where can we go to? Let's go to Redwood City. Let's go to Redwood City. Confirm that. Depart from. No, that's not what I wanted. I said select starting marker, Bayshore. Oh, I'll do San Francisco track. Oh, yeah, that's the start of it. Confirm marker. Sorry, my apologies. Select the destination. Yeah, Redwood City, track 2. Confirm the destination. Confirm. We will stop at South San Francisco. Bill Game. Hillsdale. Belmont. San Carlos. We'll do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Confirm that. All right. Save and exit. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is our last ever trip on the Peninsula Corridor. This is a route that's leaving Trains and World at Trains and World 6, and we are moving the Trains and World 6, so this is our last ever time on here. Who knows in the future if we'll get a upgraded version and a standard and whatnot, and upgraded to the current standard of what it is these days with the overhead wiring and the less of the railway crossings, and they've got the more over the heads, and they've got the high speed California high speed project, and it's actually been extended down to the Bay Area as well, 5 miles extended these days. So yeah, it's all changed in reality. So I'd love to see the new modern version eventually in the future. But for now, this is the last ever time we are heading to the Peninsula Corridor for this one, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go with the last ride. Got my ginger beer. Got the proper one again too. The last run on Carl. Actually, I got to do the Carl voice. The last ride on Carl. What the? Huh? What the hell? Game over. What's going on? Why is it doing that? Okay, I'll have to edit it. See what's going on. No, that's okay. There's the last ever ride on the Peninsula Corridor. Oh my god. Oh. No, we'll have to edit it. We'll have to edit it. Edit the damn timetable. No, it's not meant to happen. No, it's not. That was quite funny. Right. I'll try again. And I'll try again and see how we go. Well, now you know why I don't normally come on here. Oh, we're all good this time. All right. It must have been a case where the train might have been too long and it was smashing up the back or something. Maybe. I'm thinking that. It's quite windy. Oh, there's the baby bullet. So this is the last ever time, folks, we'll be seeing all this. Tornado warning. Well, we can see San Francisco still in American Truck Simulator, but not here anymore in Train Sim World. That was probably the only announcements we had back in the days. Except some of the original ones at the stations. Is there a reason why I am not going forward? Yeah, it is having issues. I haven't been on here for quite a while though, so I don't know if I'm doing anything wrong or... I don't know. I might have to go and do an introduction tutorial. Which I think might be the case, folks. Alright. I'm going to save that. I'm going to have to go to the main menu and do an introduction tutorial. I'll be back very shortly. Okay, I'm going to have to do this introduction tutorial just quickly to trying to figure out how to bloody do it.
Welcome to this Bombardier bi-level cab car in Caltrain livery. This brief introduction will cover basic driving controls, passenger door operation and recovery from an emergency stop. Climb aboard to get started.
The doors are about to close.
A lot of time will be spent in the engineers. These trains operate a semi-fast service pattern and thus do not stop at all stations on the line. Be sure to only stop where indicated. To confirm, this vehicle in the train is in charge of the brake systems.
Go on, dummy. I just figured it out there and then. Like, hang on. A cutout. I was looking at that too. And I was like, it's not doing nothing. And I'm like, hang on. Anyway, we're going back to it now. Okay, here we are. Okay, so that's on. Okay. Engine run. Here we go. That's all part of the parcel, Chris. The flashes are a warning. It's another safety system thing. So it's another warning for passengers that are on the platforms. Yeah. Also for the night time, but yeah, no, it's just all part of the train and how it behaves and stuff. But yeah, safety thing as well. You might see that bell's actually moving, folks. So we're not doing the full length of the station, the run, folks, but we're doing a decent one. We're doing a decent run, nonetheless. Now, going underneath these bridges here, this is probably the most gangster it gets when it comes to US trade routes, but even this in reality would be very rough and tough and, you know, wouldn't look as shiny as this. By the way, that 79 is miles per hour, not kilometers. Trying everything to stop that. I don't know what's going on. I can't even press the button to get rid of that. I don't know what the hell happened then, folks. It would not play ball just then. I pressed everything to try to stop that. That was very annoying. How's everybody's ears? Mine are bloody ringing. Yeah, to be honest, folks, this is no real big loss to me. I've never been a real big fan of this route. I thought it was pretty straightforward and stop and start, you know. Yeah, never really got into it. going on now? Like, why can't I go forward? It just doesn't want to play ball or something. Having some real bad problems with this tonight. No, don't get me wrong. There's a couple nice stations along here. But as far as the route jumping up and down and people, you know, saying, oh, this is the best of all time. No, you know, it's never really had that status. But for people that do have Sacramento, like, some values to it, and you know, a local, also you know, enjoy playing this route, then I can understand your pain, you know, where you're coming from if you like it. So it can be a two-edged sword, you know, but for me it's, you know, never been a route where I go regularly to and jump up and down about. So, no, for me it's not a big loss. It's funny how, you know, this is actually disappearing, and the last time we lost a route was the Northeast Corridor that went over the Hellgate Bridge, and it's funny how this has actually been taken away, and Hellgate Bridge and the extension for that and whatnot, and the metro part also coming in, is actually coming back to Train Sim World. That's why I said don't give up hope for this one, because you never know, it could come back bigger and better and brighter than ever before at a later period, and upgraded to the standard that it is in reality these days. And Caltrain, recently, over the last 12-month period, I think it is, they have had their first electrified overhead wired Caltrain train run, and it runs on this route. Yeah, all this is different in reality now. This is overhead wired and airing. Approaching South San Francisco. It's not a station we actually normally stop at, actually. But since this is our final run, I thought we'll give it a whirl. You can see why it's another deserted track. Passengers coming through. One of them's going to come through. The rest of them are... Oh, hang on. No, he's disappeared as well. They're all coming through, but they're all just like... No, sorry, I'm just a ghost. Yeah, you wonder why I hate the game with passengers. Not gonna keep going on about it. It is what it is.
The doors are about to close.
Yeah, I didn't think there would be any other opportunities. Monday or Tuesday, like next week, would have been the only other 2 days that, you know, we could have done this route. But I thought, I just snapped my head as soon as I seen it on the screen earlier. Before, I was like, yes, it's got to be Peninsula Corridor. And I was thinking, no, it's like an hour and a half normally for the one trip. That would just be the last trip of the whole live stream. And then I thought, no, I'm not going to want that. So doing this Creators Club version, actually, you know, not doing the full length, actually gives us the options to do other things after this trip. So we are doing the Creators Club run. I've called it the last ride. It is on the Peninsula Corridor. This route is leaving Trains and World. If you're moving the Trains to World 6, and you won't be this won't be coming along any of the Carl Train stuff. It's Dovetail have lost the license to Carl Train, and we here at Australia Worldwide Entertainment, and me personally, the Aussie Don, I'd like to thank the railway company of Carl Train for being involved with Trains and World as long as it has. It's been a privilege. Obviously with Train Simulator Classic as well, they've lost the licensing for that as well. All the Carl Train stuff, sayonara. So thanks for the time, but now we're losing it. Can you give us our money back for the DLC? So I ever go to America, I'll go to their headquarters and I'll say, for you taking away our Train Sim World DLC, you owe me money. Or unless you give me a free ride on your train and actually give me a ride inside the cab like this, you know, even if I sit over there and the driver's here, you know, I'm really happy with that. There's the airport over there. Unfortunately, we didn't get the train track that goes to the airport, but that would have been nice if we had that little branch. Maybe if we ever do get an upgrade, maybe we could get that. It would be nice. And yes, there is planes. There's one just up there. Am I not stopping at at this really nice station down here? Oh, I'm not stopping here. This is actually a beautiful, beautiful station, actually. This is actually part of the airport station. This is one of the nice stations, actually. We've had cover photos and all here for live streams in the past. Yeah, that scenario obviously won't be available after for people that are moving to Trains and TSW 6. Obviously, that won't be available for them. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we put it on to other ones, being the California route. People are going on the train, which is good. Seem to be using a lot of the doors too, which is very, very interesting. Right. Don't forget, next Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, is our Trains and World 5 Top 5 Routes Countdown. And there will be our final Trains and World 5 live stream as we bring to you the 230th episode of Midweek World of Trains. And yes, we are going to crown the next #1 Trains and World route. Who will join the Hall of Fame? We've had the The Train Sim World 1 best route, Hemstrucker Run Rule. The Train Sim World 2 best route, the Brighton Main Line. The Train Sim World 3 best route, which was the Left Rhine, the Lincoln Run Strucker. The Train Sim World 4 best route was the London Overground, the Suffragette Line, Goblin, aka Goblin Line. So what route will join those 4 routes as the best of the best? Sam Mato. Coming into Hillsdale. is in the middle of this station. Well, I hope you're enjoying the ride so far. This is the last ride on the Peninsula Corridor. It is a scenario that I've made up and built here tonight on the stream. So we had a few technical problems there at the start. But we're up and running smoothly now. We're going really well. And it's ginger beer, folks. Ginger beer. Says it there, see? Ginger beer. Even though it looks like a long neck of VB. The VB color, does it look like a VB? No. San Carlos. Next. San Carlos and Redwood City to go. Well, you don't have to worry about it because obviously if you're moving to the next Train Sim World experience and getting Carl Train stuff's, it's pointless. I do believe I'm pretty sure the Carl Train content is now no longer for sale anyway, so that you wouldn't have the chance to get it anyway. So. We're approaching Redwood City, ladies and gentlemen. And this will complete our last ever trip on the Peninsula Corridor. If it ever does return in a new format, you know, we'll look back to the 229th episode of Midweek World of Trains, and you know, you'll be seeing it and you'll be like, yes, I told you so. Check out the party. Oh wow, look at that. Look at the hot dogs, the pizza, big giant donut there. Look at that, the big Homer Simpson donut, the food festival. The Redwood City Food Festival. How cool is that? Look at it. That's inside the train. What a big giant donut. That donut's absolutely cool. They're floating too, aren't they? Oh, look at that, it's all moving around too. Wow, that's actually trippy. That's doing it too. That's trippy as hell. Oh my god. It's pretty cool. I like that. So I have the layers on, like, for all the achievements. The Ministry Unlocker, automatic unlocker. And yeah, I've never seen what the unlocker is actually like here on the Peninsula Corridor because I've rarely come to this route. But there you go. The first and only time that I'll be seeing that. Let's check to see what the donut does. Oh my god! The hot dog. I wish my zip would do that. It's got eyes. I'm sorry, I'm being rude. I couldn't help it. It's absolutely hilarious. The last ride, ladies and gentlemen, there we have it on the Peninsula Corridor. Let's get back to reality. All right, so that was really awesome. Yeah. For a route that I've never really rated, it's not the worst, but I've never really been a massive fan of that route, mainly because of the timetable on it, and it just doesn't appeal to me because it's just been way too long. It was like Rapid Transit. Rapid Transit was all right, but it didn't really appeal to me originally because the timetable was terrible. It was just every service was 70 plus minutes. It was from one point to the other, where you never had options for shorter services or anything. And when they'd done the new timetable and everything, it just changed massively. And that's why I was hoping for for the Peninsula Corridor, and we never got it. So, yeah. Okay, so that is it for that one. And let's now head to our next route of choice here this evening. And we're going to be taking a trip now on the... let's take a little one on the Simmering Bar. $9:33 a.m. service. We hope you do enjoy. Here we go. Sale runs till the 21st of September, by the way. So, yeah, the Acela 60% off. There you go. 60% off the Acela. Definitely get it if you haven't got the Acela. I highly recommend it. If you've got to have the Northeast Corridors, obviously. But, yeah, definitely get that while it's on sale at that much. It's pretty damn good. Why can't I... It'd be nice to activate the cab, Oz. The Festival of the Flowers. Well, it is springtime, so the flowers, are booming and, coming out and playing and beautiful colours. Watch out for the bees. Actually, I think Kayla, actually. I think she's allergic to bees. I don't know her, but I'm pretty sure she is allergic to bees. And here we are on our first stop along here. Yeah, with the announcements, unfortunately, folks, the announcements on the platforms and on the trains are only going to be on the Trains and World 6 routes and moving and beyond. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to be on every release. I'll probably say no on that side of it as well, because the reason why I would say no is that if we're going to be doing if we're going to be getting routes like that, like the Japanese route, for instance, I'm not sure if we're going to have announcements on the Japanese route. They'll be in Japanese nonetheless, because we already know the German routes, you know, they're in German. But like Matt was saying, they're exploring ways where they might have text on the screen, where it'll be in English and whatever. It might have options for other languages as well, which I think would most likely be the case. But not concrete confirmed. Like, it's an option that they are looking at. I think it'll be a distraction. I just don't think it'll work. I don't mind it being in another language. It, like I said, I respect that fact. Like, I had a feeling people will be, you know, saying, "Oh, can we have it in English?" Nah. I knew there'll be everyone saying it. Like, it was just obvious. Dovetail probably knew that anyway. That's why they've been exploring ways, you know, to have text and that. You can see that they've been, you know, experimenting behind the scenes. So that's a go I'm giving.
Abfahrt des Zuges. Die Türen schließen automatisch.
Tenix next. Yeah, we have food festivals from time to time here in Sydney. You know, we're told to have seen that food festival at Redwood City on the Peninsula Corridor earlier. And yeah, no, we and Chris was talking about a flower festival in his local area this weekend. So yeah, it's yeah, we have food festivals around here in Sydney. I do remember earlier in the year there was one at Stanhope Gardens in Sydney's northwest. They had the different stalls in the car park at the shopping centre there. So they took over the shopping centre. It was quite well received actually. There was one out at we've had a few. There's been a few in Blacktown as well. They've had a few, and there's been some Hawkesbury Showground or something. I think the Hawkesbury Showground was one of them. Yeah, if you guys are wondering where Cameron is tonight on the chat, folks, unfortunately the 24 hours has expired. The 24 hours has expired. That's not unfortunate, but unfortunately I've had to ban him from the channel. It's just, yeah, just was out of character last night. Nothing against the bloke or anything. Like he did send me a message on FaceTime, Facebook, and that Isaac that came through as well. And actually, that was an actual person. I thought it was him posing as someone else, but it actually turns out it's not. So I apologise for that as well. But I just wished him the best of luck in his life, and yeah, I said, look, I go, it's best that you stay off the channel. I go, nothing against you or anything, but yeah, it was just best that we leave it at that. I just don't want conflict and continuous conflict that matter. And I don't want to keep talking about other stuff when I'm trying to do a train sim. You know, so that's just me. I want to start being more professional in my work. And when it comes to, you know, when I'm doing my train sims, I want to focus on trains only. When it's trucks, we talk about trucks and that then, you know. So like I said, nothing against the bloke or anything, but yeah, that comment was out of context. For me personally, I don't. I'm an Indigenous person, okay? So I found it to be out of content, and we'll leave it at that, and we'll move on. I'm not going to linger about it and rave on about it. So here's one of them micro shatters that are really a pain in the ass. They're the ones that I just shake my head. So I've gone out to the camera now, and it just freezes up. Yeah, I got a bit frustrated after, you know, like the other guy coming and doing that. I was probably a little bit out of line. I was a bit out of line with that side of it. Like I said, I apologize for that. But yeah, when somebody actually mentions their color or their skin, the way they do, I find that to be, I don't know. It was just, he was sort of, the guy was sort of coming on like, I don't know, I'm somebody where, all right, you stick up for your mates. I respect that. I respect that. Like, I stick up for my mates any time of the week. You know, they don't call me Don for nothing. Yeah, I'm the head, that's it. So, but when it push comes to shove, I like it when if somebody's got a problem, you step up. You don't get you don't get somebody else to fight your own battles. So it's just more what I'm more like these days. When you get more mature and older, it's like if you can't stand up and stand tall for yourself, then you're a pussy. You know. So that's what I sort of come. That's what I sort of look at that the camera now, and I think, yeah, that's what I classify you as. Unfortunately, I hate to say that because, you know, he's a nice bloke to talk to and stuff, but anyway, like I said on the chat, wish you good luck. That was it. We leave it at that. So we are 3.9 kilometres to our next stop. We've got a few stops to go. We've got 3. Don't forget, next week, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 4 Train Sim World live streams. 3 Train Sim World 5 live streams and the Train Sim World 6 launch live stream. We have on Monday next week the last All Aboard live. Yes, we are moving to All Aboard from Train Sim World 6. It's the last All Aboard live for the Train Sim World 5 era. It's episode 144, and we are live at the standard regular 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time slot, and we'll be on the rails for a couple hours on All Aboard next Monday, and then we're live with the final ever Choo Choo Tuesdays on next Tuesday. And once again, it will be a regular live stream at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And then we are live on Wednesday for the special midweek World of Trains. And it's already up on our channel, the top 5 countdown midweek World of Trains, folks, for next Wednesday. So, we will be counting down the 5 best routes, in my opinion, in the Train Sim World 5 era. And I've already confirmed that the second London Overground route, the Marmite, is not in the top 5. Unfortunately, I would have loved to have put this route in the top 5 if the passengers and all that were on the route, and you know, was a proper experience in that regard. Unfortunately, that takes away the emotion of it being London and being a passenger route, yeah, because their scenery wise and everything, it's awesome, but yeah, that just ruins it, unfortunately. But we are getting an extension to that route, so yeah. Hopefully rather sooner than later, but I don't know, I'm just thinking maybe it's more likely 2026 we'll see that. Hopefully we get the RSSLO announcement route within the next 12 months, actually, because yeah, RSSLO are a Train Sim World partner, and they specialize in German and Austrian content. Cavcart's not a Train Sim World 5 route, Chris. We're talking Train Sim World 5 routes only. Routes that have been released in the last 12 months. Not remasters or anything like that. It's brand new routes that have been released since Train Sim World 5. And I won't be giving away what is in the top 5, folks. You will have to find out on the live stream, folks. So join us next week. It will be a special starting time next week. Don't forget, special starting time. We're on earlier than normal next week. Become a subscriber, set the reminder, and you'll get the notification bell an hour prior to the live stream start. So you'll be notified and have plenty of time to prepare yourself for the stream. There'll be a replay provided if you can't join us live or you can't watch the whole stream, folks, because we will be going to late our time here in Australia as well. So do know that. More suitable for the international viewers. Prime time and into the late evening our time. I'll be tired by the time I'm finished, but after last night's 4 hours of live streaming, I was pretty buggered there towards the end of there, wasn't I? You know, I put in a big day yesterday. You know, I went out truck spotting. You know, I did 2 trips, and with that, and it was a stinking hot 30 degrees day almost. It was 29 degrees, but you know, it was hot, very hot. And my legs were just buggered, and yeah, I was just smashed up after last night. But yeah, I put in so many hours, and then after the live stream, I released the brand new update to the ATS Road Network Pack, folks. So I will say one thing for American Truck Simulator: in the last 24 hours, there's been obviously we've had the American Truck Simulator 156 release, but we also have released the Godfather's ATS Road Network Pack version 1.4 that adds the final 2 DLC states into the game. So we've got skins that are spawning only at random, only in Montana and Idaho, and also we've added 5 Azizu small truck skins per state into the game. So big update, and it's been obviously converted over for 156. It'll work in 155 as well, so if you're still rolling 155, you'll have no problems. Same deal again, it's a zip folder. As soon as you open it up, you'll see a folder inside it. When you click onto it, there'll be a folder inside of it. Click into the folder, and then parts 1 and 2 will be inside that folder, and drag those into the mods folder, into the ATS mods folder, and off you go. Go in the mod manager. Doesn't matter what order you put them in, it's just as long as you know your mod order, put it in the AI traffic mod order, and off you go. And enjoy. It is highly recommended to use the ATS clean traffic mod as well, and change your traffic config to around 4 in the config settings. Don't use none of those brutal traffic mods that make the traffic more intense, folks. You can do it. You don't need a mod to do that. You can just go into the config folder and change your G underscore config to 4, and then you'll get heaps more traffic flow. 4's sufficient enough. You know, you don't need any more. Final stop coming up, folks. 2.8 kilometers to go. So don't forget the same deal will be happening in the Trains and TSW 6 era as well, folks. We'll have all of our past live streams, all our live streams added to the Trains and TSW past live streams playlist. The uploaded videos will go to the Trains and TSW uploaded videos playlist. The introduction tutorials will go to the Trains and TSW tutorials playlist. So same drill, same deal. Our live streams are moving to 7 p.m. Sydney, Australia time zone. So we're going into daylight saving just after the release of Trains and TSW this year, folks, and yeah, the first weekend of October, long weekend of October, which is the NRL Grand Final weekend. It might be a very interesting, NRL Grand Final weekend this year, isn't that right, Chris? I'm hoping that Vic and the dogs do a number on Penrith. I don't want Penrith. If we got Penrith, we're in trouble. I reckon if we, no, I don't see us knocking Penrith off if they get through. I've got a feeling it might be a replay grand final, or it might be we might get the classic 90s grand final. I'm still hoping for the Broncos Canberra grand final. It's always been wanting a Raiders Brisbane grand final. That was something I wanted to see in the 1990s. You know, and it never happened. Okay, so there we have it. Very nicely done indeed. Gold medal there in the end. And we have done some run there on the ring barn. All right. Yes, definitely. The boys wanted to drag me up. Actually, they'll play. They're going up for the game. So yeah. Right. Well, that's all we got time for the final regular midweek World of Trains of the Train Sim World 5 era. That includes, that finishes off another week of live streaming here at Australia Worldwide Entertainment. So don't forget, this weekend here on our YouTube channel, on Saturday and Sunday, we'll premiere the week 2 of the NRL Telstra Premiership Final Series on Rugby League 26. As we bring to you the 2 games just before the official kickoffs once again, premiering on our channel at 1080p ultra wide, 4K ultra wide after premiere, added to the Rugby League 26 playlist. And do note, before the after the stream, after the Rugby League season finishes, we're going to be going into the pre-season, into the Summer League. We're going to call it the Summer League, ladies and gentlemen, where we're just going to bring games of Rugby League throughout the off-season. Obviously, we're hoping that the international teams get added for the Pacific Championship coming up here in Pacific Championships with the Samoa and Tonga and all that. And then we've got Australia going over to England for that game in the Rugby League. And yeah, we're expecting all them to be added. So when that happens, obviously we'll do all that here on the channel as well. And obviously we've got the Rugby League Grand Final on Grand Final Day as well. The good news is on Rugby League Grand Final Day this time around, we're going to do not only the men's Grand Final, we're going to do the women's one as well. So there you have it. Right. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. We'll bring to you our daily truck spotting shorts and more truck spotting coming your way this week. I will be posting up another one tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Our next trip is going to be a blockbuster, and I can tell you right now, this is going to be one of the most anticipated truck spotting videos I've ever done, ladies and gentlemen. My 73rd full-length truck spotting adventure under my label Don's Truck Spotting Australia. And I can tell you right now, in this video, you will see almost a B-double wipe out a car. and you will actually see a truck accident. Because, yes, there was a truck accident to my trip to Smithfield in Sydney, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday. And, yes, a Scania had a truck accident yesterday with a ute. And, yes, the side of the Scania is smashed up. And I get it on film and I zoom right up in it. You'll see it all, folks. So, yeah, it's going to be absolutely fantastic. No, it wasn't an Indian driving the train bloody thing. Trust me, it was an Aussie bloke. Anyway, that's all we've got time for. And, yeah, we'll bring to you more Train Simwell next week. So, all aboard live on Monday. Choo Choo Tuesday, the final ever Choo Choo Tuesdays on Tuesday. And then next Wednesday, the big one. Midweek World of Trains, episode 230. The Train Simwell 5, top 5 routes countdown. And then next Friday, not this Friday, next Friday, the launch live stream for Train Simwell 6. 4 live streams, 1 week, 1 blockbuster week. Over 10 hours plus of Train Simwell action. We'll see you then. Take care. I come from a land down under. If you hear the thunder, you better run. You better take cover. Hooroo. And Easton, before we go, Easton Bun there, guten tag to you, and thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye. Bonjour.